I'm John Hudson, pastor of the Pilgrim Church United Church of Christ in Sherburne, Massachusetts, and the writer of Spiritually Speaking, a weekly newspaper column for Gannett Media. And I welcome you to another one of my twice weekly video essays with thoughts about how all of us can lean into and get through these strange and amazing days. So around the country, what we might call the Great Reopening is beginning to happen. In states like Georgia, Colorado, Texas, and Kansas, businesses are doing business again. In many places, you can now get a haircut or eat at a restaurant or get your dog groomed or even go to the movies after almost 2 months of not being able to do so. Demand is pent up. The need to return to normal is pent up. Some folks are continuing to protest against what they view as government overreach in requiring folks to stay at home and in the world as we know it, as it has essentially ground to a halt. The economy is in tough shape too, and that is hurting lots of people. I get that frustration. As someone who lives alone, I am ready to bust out, to interact with people, live people, to do things again that just feel right. And like so many things that I have missed and you have missed. I mean, I want to preach to a church full of people again, and I want to sing in my community choir. And yet, the truth is that here in Massachusetts, at least, we will not be reopening, not for a while, and not at the pace of other places. And I'd say for good reason. We have among the largest number of COVID-19 cases and deaths in the country. And the curve we've learned so much about, it has yet to begin to descend very fast. Our progress is stubbornly slow. And so I plan to be cautious, wise, prudent in my social interactions and taking precautions in my life and returning the church I serve to normalcy, because the threat of this virus is still very real and it will be with us for a long, long time. You know, in carpentry, there's an old saying when it comes to doing a job well and doing it right: measure twice, cut once. Measure twice, cut once. And so before you use a saw like this one, you always need to get out your tape measure and then measure once and then measure again, and then you cut. Because if you are not sure of a measurement before that one chance you have to get it right, you will always get it wrong, guaranteed, and waste a perfectly good piece of wood. And so the thing that worries and bothers me more about the COVID crossroads that we will soon find ourselves at is this: we need to get it right. And we will only have one chance at that. If we break away from our self-imposed restrictions too fast, the curve will zoom back up and hospitals will fill back up again, and folks we love will be in danger again. And all of the progress that we've made and the lessons that we've learned and the sacrifices that we have embraced so well, these might be lost. Thus, I am for caution. As one writer in the book of Proverbs noted, the wise are cautious and avoid danger. Fools plunge ahead with reckless confidence. The wise are cautious and avoid danger. Fools plunge ahead with reckless confidence. My prayer to God for all of us as a state, as a nation, and as a world is that even as we so deeply desire for things to be as they once were, and we will get there, for now, may God help us to be wise, to be cautious, to be prudent, and to be smart about how we move through these coming days and weeks. Measure twice, cut once. Thanks for joining me. Our church offers worship every Sunday morning on this Facebook page at 9:50 a.m., and we invite you to be a part of our worshiping community. Take care, and I pray that you and your loved ones, that all of us, that we can keep the faith, be well, stay safe, and God bless us and God bless our whole world.